Hello, welcome to the reading room. It's Sylvie here. I'm going to do a reading this today, and it's about advice, and it's on any situation that's happening right now, and you get to pick your question. Let you choose. Think about your question too. Don't forget your question before you choose. All right. So group one. So what do we have for you? Well, it has to do with knowing how to go about it. So you have something you want to do. You know what to do. I mean, you actually have everything you need to accomplish. Just how to go about it exactly. Not quite sure of yourself, or not quite sure of the direction, not quite sure how to go about it, or if you're even doing it right. Well, it seems so. It seems like you should have all the confidence in the world that it's definitely you're doing things right, and for not knowing how to start, you definitely I would. It's like, yes, go ahead, just do it, just dive in, because you're going to do things right. You're gonna know, like, it's just gonna work out. It's just going to be like you start and you'll see that your path just gets better and better and easy, and yeah, exactly what I was saying. You're not sure of your way. You just have to dive in, just start, do whatever, like, one step at a time, just whatever you're starting, the next one will come in, and things will just unfold as they go. As you start, you just know that, oh yeah, this is my next step. Oh, I should do this, maybe I should do that. And every time you do, a new idea or thought or way will come up, and just it'll just snowball, it'll just keep going, it'll just roll, like, and you'll see that you'll have no stress in it. You'll be released of anything that stresses you, because it's almost like maybe it stresses you because you're not sure. Well, just do it, and then you realize, oh, that was easy. Oh, that worked out. Oh, that's the way to go. Oh, that is what I wanted. Sort of like that. And it just keeps getting better and better and better as it goes. Time, yes, it's now, or you need to hurry up, or time is an essence for sure. It may be for some that it's a little bit difficult. You're working towards it. It takes time. It's a hard ways to get. It's not an easy thing. It's not easily given. Not easily supported. Not easily obtained. Yeah, it's definitely something you need to do, and you need to do it. So sometimes things that needs to be done aren't always the easy way, or easy thing, or easy path, or easily given. But the time is definitely now. Like, you definitely should work on it now. Like, don't slow down. For some, don't slow down. Just keep going. Just work at it. And that's what I'm getting, basically, is that it's a go, and you'll succeed, and go with confidence. Go with whatever you're feeling, whatever you decide. Just do it, and then you'll realize you'll know the next step. It'll just unfold, So I'm gonna pull out a card. Why? You ask yourself why. Why me? Why this? Why do I need to know that? Why should I do this? Why? It's definitely for yourself. It's steps that you need for yourself. It's good that you question. Also, for those who are questioning their steps and wondering if they should do it this way, if that should be in this manner, is this the right choice, action of some kind, Well, yeah, it is, and it's very knowledgeable, or it's going to bring you a lot of knowledge. It's going to make you grow with understanding of things. So these are all lessons that you're going to learn or value later, and it's all given to you. It's all for a reason. So this what you're doing now and learning now, later you're going to use it even more, or it's going to come back on you, and then you're going to be like, thank goodness I did that, or I'm so happy I went through that, or did I ever learn this particular lesson or item or doing. Later it's going to come back and you're going to go, wow, I'm glad I did that. Oh, I know how to do that because I did this project, or I did this step, or I did this action, or so this is something now for later. All right, so let's see group number 2. Let's see what's going on. Seems like for me, seems like there's something going on that's really good. You're obtaining something, or you've reached a point that you've obtained. You're comfortable, you're happy, you seem content. Yeah, there's a happy card. The sunshine. You seem to be very happy, and your decision was well received. You made a good choice. You were feeling like it was, and it is a good choice, and couldn't be any better, actually. It's like awesome. Gotta bring my hair down, sorry, but okay. So it seems like what you've been doing and where you've been going is really the right choice. It's or you had 2 different places you needed to go, or now you're wondering where you need to go, or you want to move on farther. Well, it's all about choices, but it's not. You need to think about your choices, evaluate your choices, and then choose them. To do something, it seems like you need to plan it a little bit better before you actually do it, and it'll work out, and then you'll be able to move and keep going. But it takes a little bit of planning, and sometimes you have more than one way, so you just think about how exactly you should do it, and then choose it. Seems to have something to do with choice and planning. They're the 2 key things, 2 key pieces that they want you to know. Yeah, being knowledgeable, fighting for what you want, but also being knowledgeable, not just fighting for what you want, but knowing how to fight for what you want. So the knowing is important for this. Be educated, research, understand. Don't go blind. Don't go with passion, but also with knowledge, because that's going to get you exactly what you need to do, and you're going to be able to do it, and you'll know when to do it. So research, it's a big thing about this one. Plan, research, understand, because right now you're at a good place, and you've done well, and everybody, or you're satisfied, they're satisfied, hand in hand, doing good together. Couldn't be any better. Very successful, very happy. But to continue on this path, and it seems like maybe the next levels, you want to keep it in this way, and you want to have the next level to be just as important, or just as good, or you want them to be just as happy. Well, it has to do with you knowing your background knowledge, being knowledgeable, having I want to say, just a minute, I got a word that I need to tell you. It's like your assessment has to have a backup. Like you need to, your knowledge, what you're doing needs to have a reason. You need to have the full understanding of what or why you're doing this in this direction or in this way. And you have all the followers, or you'll be asked to continue or to do more. And you'll know how. But it's really seems to be very stressed on that. Oh, you have the blessings. You're on the right path. You're to go that direction. You're to work with your team, yourself. You're reflect on what you're doing. Reflect on others. Include others. Work together. Be successful. Choose the good and the positive, and really work it out and figure. That's probably your decision. I get it now. Your decision is not that you're making a decision on which choices to do, it's how you do it. It's like you weigh the pros and the cons and you make a list, and then you know that this is the way to go. Or you assess the path, and then you know that which one's the right way to go. But it's a decision on knowledge. You can only make it when you know what you're talking about, or you're knowledgeable in the subject, or what you're thinking about or what you're doing. Yeah, you're blessed. It's A1. Go for it. Keep going for it. It's only going to get better. The universe is with you, and you're being spiritually guided. Okay, group number 3. Let's see. Put the rock in there. It's a beautiful rock. So what we have, it seems like partnership or love. So it seems like there's a three ways, something to do with threes. It's releasing stress because you have to decide, or you have to work together. 3 seems to be important. Number 3, you must be seeing 3 a lot. It's definitely something to watch out for if that's the case. Also, you have to. It's reflecting on yourself, on how you're becoming, who you're becoming. Accept who you are. Keep accepting. You're on the right way. If it's a lover, it's the right person. You have a long ways to go together. If it's definitely something has ended for you, and you're now into a new direction, a new way of being, a new path. It's all good. There seems to be a triangle. That seems to be significant, that there's 3, or there's a team, or there's more than one. So if you have to choose between lovers, you chose the right one. Let me see what else. Here you've been reflecting, or you need to reflect on what's going on. Whatever troubles you've had, you reflected on it, or need to reflect on. Well, things are going the right way, even if they don't look like it. Or it's almost like you've stepped into a new way of being, like that's done and over. Like you've had time to understand it, and you understood that you were, like, for some, because I do pick up, for some, you were in a mess, and you understood that you were in a mess, and you cleaned it up. And for others, something tragic has happened to you, and you understand what exactly happened, and it's now moving on. It's something that's, you're going to have it in you for a long time. You're going to think about it, and sometimes take time out to reflect on what has happened to you, or what has happened. But you'll be able to place it and move on, and be okay, and actually it's going to be okay. It's going to be all right. loving it. Yeah, things haven't been easy. Things haven't been easy, and you've been, you know that you want things in a certain way, and you've been wanting things done, and you know what you want, and you're determined to have what you want, and it's very strong and very powerful, and your logic, you put a lot of it was well executed. That's what I mean. You went ahead and you're almost done. It's almost at the end. Like you're almost at where you want to be. There's not much left to do, and you're holding on to your ideas or how you want to be, which is really good too. Nothing wrong with holding on to who you are or what you want or how you were determined, and that's good. Like, just stay on that right path, because you're on the right way, you're on the right road, you're on a new way, new journey, a new beginning. It's not so much new beginning as it is you went through the rough part, and now everything is going to be good for a while. Like, the road is wide open for you, your path. Like, you need to just keep on going with what you're doing. Yeah, the worst is behind you. That's what I'm getting, basically. And you did choose well, and you thought about it, and you managed to get yourself out of this. But because you were determined, because you stood ground on what you wanted, and you actually did it. You know, you not just talk, but you actually did it. And yeah, so good on you. And you're on the right way. It's like you did your karma, and now things are going to be great, kind of thing for some. That's reverse. Just checking the deck. The deck's yeah. There's a message coming through. Just didn't find it yet. All right, there. The truth be bold. Yeah, you were alone, or you felt alone. You felt like you were very alone. Things were very tough, very hard, and I did pick that up, that you were having a problem. And you felt like, the end of the world type thing, or it felt really dark and depressing, and it felt like yeah, you knew you were headed the right direction, and you knew you were doing something, but it just didn't feel good, I guess, or it felt, or whatever your tragedy that happened felt really horrible, but you not taken away from that, because you did feel it and live it for sure. The truth is what frees you up. I mean, your heart needs to be put out there. It needs to be wisely put out there. You need to think about yourself and how to heal, and you need to open up and be true to yourself. It's not so much be true to someone else, but be true to yourself. Embrace your hurts, your pains, and live them, and be true, and accept them, and then open up and let them out. And it says to be wise about it. To you're very wise, and you know how to deal with yourself, and you don't hide. You won't hide behind your pain. You're just going to let it out. So this was very very dramatic for you, and very profound. But anyway, you found you. Not, I don't mean to discard that, but now you found your way, and things will only get better, and you're healing in a good way. And again, for those who found their person, you searched a long time for them, and you went through a lot of relationships and a lot of heartbreaks, and you actually found them, and it's going to be really good. But you worked hard on yourself and on what you wanted, and you did the steps for it, and now it's been given to you. You'll no longer be alone. You're with somebody. And I don't feel like this is a love relationship for everyone, but there is some of you here that has that. Some others, I feel that it's a self-love, it's a self-reflection, it's a self-healing. And for others, I feel like it's been a problem or something tragic happened, and now you need to pick yourself up because it was so tragic that it hit you hard, and you worked on it to fix it. So good on you, and I wish you the best. So here we have group number 4. Don't forget to pick your question. I forgot to mention that for last group. Don't forget to pick your question on the situation that's happening right now. And this is an advice on your question. So things are been kind of wondering, like not sure of yourself, not sure if that's the right way, not sure if you should go there. You're just not sure, but it is definitely it's time. It's time. You've been having a hard time with decisions making. You don't know. You just don't know. So you sorry. I don't mean to keep saying it, but I do have allergies. It's in the morning right now. So you're worried about making the wrong decision. You're worried about whether you're making the right choices, and if you're doing the right thing, and if you're going to succeed, or you're worrying if you're wasting your time. You're worried. You have to be brave. Anyway, you are definitely whatever you're going through, dealing with not knowing, and not knowing is true. You don't know, and you have no idea how it's going to be, but you need to take that chance. You need to give yourself that chance. Yeah, you need to do it. Like, your opportunities are coming in, and you see them coming in, and you will do so good. You're going to have everything you need. You're spiritually guided, and you're going to have everything you need to create, or to succeed, or to make it, or to do it. You don't know, but that's what you gotta go. It's going to be exciting, and it's your opportunity. You've been holding on, and you've been gathering your thoughts, and planning, and fighting for what you want. And you feel like you don't know. You feel stuck. You feel afraid. You feel it's really stressing you out that you don't know. So it holds you back. It honestly, just take the blindfold off, relax, use your mind, like sit there and logically think about what you're afraid of, or what's holding you back, because you'll see that the solution is there, and it's not that hard. And it's saying also not to be so logical on the fact that yes, you don't know, and that is a journey that you need to take. It's a leap of faith. It's jump into it. It's so going to be so good. So make your decision, and make your decision. I feel like the decision isn't on what you on where you're going, or where. It's not your decision of making your journey known, really, as much as it is the decision of actually starting and going in and jumping in and changing things up, or taking the decision to actually do something about your situation, or taking your opportunity. Just jump in. That's really what they're saying. Jump in, do it, go for it. Who cares if you don't know what's ahead? I mean, you're used to knowing. You're one of these cautious persons. Not knowing stresses you out. But this is life, and they're offering you an experience, a journey to go along and feel it. It's a journey for you to jump in and enjoy life, and just embrace it and take what comes. And that's something maybe I feel that you need to learn. You need to learn to jump in and do. And it's going to be so successful, and you're going to do so well, and you're going to be so good at it. So they're not, I'm talking about your spiritual guides, or your divine, or your support of whoever you're believing in, your faith. It's given to you so you can learn to be more free spirited, more what do you call it? Spontaneous, are more flexible, those type of things, those type of directions, and it's given to you in a way that you're going to be able to handle it, and you're going to enjoy it, and you're going to have a new life experience. And that's what I'm getting. So I would just jump right in. Yeah, do not worry. Oh, see, you're in between worlds. You're walking in from one way to another way. You're this person, and you'll be someone in a different version when you're done. It's like a growth. It's like you're experiencing the next level. You're being awakened. You're being called upon. You're being tested or pushed towards, or whatever you're dealing with. It's so good and so wonderful and so empowering that you don't want to miss out. And it's so, I pick up such excitement and such will to live life, and to, it's a new way. It's something that's going to be so wonderful that you'll remember it. It's one of those life-changing moments. It's so powerful right now. I feel it so strong that it's like, wow. So whatever you're asking, go for it. Just jump in. Okay, so group number 5, let's see what you have. You're holding back, you're holding on, you're definitely holding on, and you're dreaming. There's something that you want badly, and you want it so badly. Like you're not going to be content, because you want that. This is going to make you so happy. Like you want this so much. Like for you, it's the ultimate. This opportunity, or this way of being, or what's coming up in your life, for you, you don't want to let it go. It's like the ultimate. Like you can't let this go. This is for you. This is yours. Wow. Yeah, you've been having a hard time. You definitely trying your best to make this happen. You've been fighting against what universe wants to give you. I guess that's what best way I can put it. You're holding on to something that you value, and that you want, and you're fighting it so much. It's like a difficult path, or a difficult way of going. You're determined. Yeah, things aren't working out the way you want, though. It's almost like you're desperate and wanting to hold on to that. You're holding on too tight, or working on it too much. Yeah. You're holding, like life is trying to offer you something. Life is trying to I want to say they want to balance out your life. They want to give you something, but sometimes you have to lose to receive. Sometimes a loss is so you can have something better. They're trying to take away something from you to give you something better, and you're fighting them on it, and you're holding on, and you don't want to let this go at all costs, and it just gets harder and harder for you, harder to deal with, harder to handle. Also, for others, this is a test of whether you're able or capable of holding on. You're being tested on something and some particular reason. It's really rough. But it's your dream, it's what you want. I don't see it happening. No matter how hard you hold on, I don't see it happening. I don't see it manifesting. I don't see it succeeding. No matter how hard you hold on to it, it's going to happen eventually that this is not going to work out the way you want. And the reason it's not going to work out with what you want is because there's something better coming in. There's a different way of being. So maybe you need to relook at it or revise it or check it out, because there's something better, and that's why this is going the wrong way. That's because you're going against your path or against your what you're meant to have or supposed to be doing. You're working against it, so it's holding you back, and you're just not seeing it, or you don't want to see it because for some reason this seems to be so important to you. And yeah, I'm going to pull more cards. So this is more like if you think about it, like, like you'll release the stress and you'll be able to do what you need to do, but you need to it's like you need to sit back and really take note of what you're doing and what it is important to you and why is it important to you, or is it really that important to you? So those are the questions you should ask yourself and look back on it and really think about it. Can you accept if this was gone? What is the worst thing that could happen to you? And can you accept it, and can you move on from it if you lose it? Because it seems to be really hard. Or is there a different way of obtaining what you want? Like, are you trying to obtain this in a certain direction or in a certain way at all costs, when there's an easier way to obtain this in a different direction? So you may not, it's not that you can't have your dream, but maybe you're going about it the wrong way to obtain your dream. And the universe is trying to tell you in a strong way, and keeps you keep losing, or things keep happening in a negative way because you're going about it wrong, or you're going the wrong way. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to tell you, but yeah, just reassess it, reevaluate it, check it out, think about it, write it down, think about the good and the bad, or what's important to you. Is it really important to you? Why is it important to you? Ask yourself all these questions and assess it, and then really assess it. And because there's something even better. It's really, it's believe in what you want, believe in what's happening. There's something definitely good for you. It's just, this is not the way to get it. Not for you, it says. Yeah. So so that's why things are going the wrong way. There's something you're missing. There's a direction you're missing. So I would just sit down with yourself and think about it.